Let's talk about keratin and how you can boost your production of it naturally. This will be important if you want healthier and thicker hair, stronger nails, and better skin. That's because keratin is a structural protein and the building material for all of these things. What you need to know is that there are actually several kinds of keratin in the body. Some are softer, like the ones in the outer skin cells, and some are harder, like in the nails and hair. The hard keratins are rich in sulfur, which gives them that strong, almost armor-like quality, and we will talk about sulfur in more detail later. What you have to understand is that without enough keratin, all of these things will suffer. So you would see brittle nails, hair that breaks easily, and rough skin that struggles to protect itself. Also, your body doesn't get keratin directly from food. It has to make it inside special cells called keratinocytes. That means the secret to boosting keratin is to give your body the right building blocks and cofactors so it can naturally make more. This happens in several stages, and I want to go through the most important ones now. All of these steps depend on certain nutrients that we will later use to upregulate the whole process. To begin, keratin is a protein, so the whole process starts in your gut. When you eat a protein-rich food like eggs or meat, your stomach acid and digestive enzymes break those proteins down into amino acids. Two of these amino acids, cysteine and methionine, are especially important here because they carry sulfur, which, like I said before, makes keratin strong. If digestion is sluggish or stomach acid is low, then your body won't get enough raw materials to build quality keratin. Keep this in mind. And again, the building process is done by dedicated cells called keratinocytes, and they're mostly found in your hair follicles, nail beds, and outer skin layers. For these cells to start producing keratin, they need to turn on specific keratin genes, and healthy growth signals in your body keep this process active. Hormones like those from the thyroid also play a big role here, so they regulate how much keratin your body can make. Once the genes are switched on, keratinocytes begin assembling the amino acids into long keratin chains using ribosomes, which are like little protein-making machines inside the cell. This is the stage where most of the actual keratin protein backbone is made, and the cells grow and divide to keep producing more. And then comes the last step, which is what makes keratin strong. The newly made keratin chains are linked together by links called disulfide bridges, which are strong sulfur-to-sulfur bonds. Basically, what then happens as the keratinocytes fill up with hardened keratin is that they eventually die and leave behind the tough fibers that make up your hair shaft, your nail plates, and the protective outer layer of your skin. Great, now that you know how the process works, let's talk about what you can do to naturally support it. There are actually 5 important nutrient cofactors that we can use to boost your keratin production, and I would focus on them for best results. They will be ordered by priority, so start with the number 1 and then work your way up the list. By far the most important, and you probably already know this, is biotin. Biotin directly fuels keratinocyte metabolism and keeps the little protein-making machines inside these cells running smoothly. It basically helps the cell use the raw materials so that they can keep producing keratin at a steady rate. Even a mild biotin deficiency can lead to brittle nails that peel or split and hair that sheds more easily or loses shine. People who eat a lot of raw egg whites, have gut issues, or take certain medications can become low in biotin without realizing it. So keep this in mind. You will find it in pretty much any hair supplement, and again, you probably already know of its importance because every time you Google hair strength or shinier nails, it will come up. A typical daily supplemental dose will be around 2.5 to 10 milligrams, and you can start slow to see how you react. I know that when I first started taking it, my hair started growing at least 20% faster rate, and I would need haircuts more often. Number 2 is cysteine, ideally in NAC form. Cysteine is the sulfur-carrying amino acid that gives keratin its toughness by forming the strong disulfide bridges that we talked about before. If your diet is low in high-quality protein, especially from animal sources in dairy, then cysteine intake can drop below what your hair and nails need to stay strong. Supplementing with cysteine itself, or ideally NAC, so N-acetylcysteine, which is more stable, can definitely improve hair thickness and nail strength. That's why many nail and hair formulas also include it besides biotin. Here, a normal dose would be 300 to 600 milligrams per day, maybe more if you tolerate it well, but I would start on the lower side. Again, it supplies the raw sulfur backbone that makes keratin hard and resilient. Third on the list is zinc, because it activates dozens of enzymes that help your body build and cross-link keratin proteins. It also plays a role in turning on the genes that tell keratinocytes to start producing more keratin. Similar to cysteine, a lot of people run low on zinc if they rarely eat animal proteins and meat. So many people who follow only plant-based diets are borderline deficient in it. High phytate grains and legumes can also block zinc absorption to some extent, so keep this in mind. Low zinc would show up as slow wound healing, maybe white spots on your nails, or increased hair shedding. So you might have already made the connection to keratin instinctively if you've been researching these topics. Here, a good starting dose would be 10 to 20 milligrams per day, sometimes up to 30 milligrams. Also, if you get stomach upset from it, take it with a meal. Number 4 is vitamin D. It isn't just for bones, it also plays a big role in the growth cycle of keratinocytes in both hair follicles and the outer skin layers. If your levels drop too low, the cells don't mature or renew as effectively, which then leads to slower hair growth and weaker skin barriers. Since many people are borderline low in vitamin D, especially during the winter, getting your levels up can make a big difference in how you look and feel. But keep in mind that it's a slower, more background factor, so it won't work as fast as biotin, cysteine, or zinc. It's still important though. If you want more info on ideal dose, I have a video on how to increase vitamin D levels safely that will be linked in the description. And then the last nutrient I want to talk about is vitamin A. What it does is that it fine-tunes keratin gene expression, essentially telling the cells when to produce keratin and helping them mature into their proper form. If you don't get enough, skin can also become rough and dry, and your hair growth can slow down. But also too much vitamin A can do the opposite and cause hair loss or peeling skin. That's why you need to see it as a powerful nutrient that needs to be kept in a tight range. Not too little, but also not too much. I would try to get most of your vitamin A from food sources like egg yolks, liver in small amounts, and maybe cod liver oil. Vitamin A supplements can also be used, but because it's fat soluble and can accumulate over time, you want to be careful with dosing. If you decide to supplement, take between 1,500 to maximum 10,000 IU per day, but I would not stick with 10,000 IU for a long time. Okay, to wrap up this video, keratin is key for healthy hairs and nails, and if you focus on the things that truly support your body's own production of it, you will see much better results than from any topical serum or some trendy treatment. Start by understanding how your body makes it, and then use the 5 keratin cofactors that we talked about to boost your results. Of course, also don't forget the basics like managing stress and getting enough sleep, because those also affect how fast your hair and nails grow. I discuss them in more detail in other videos that will also be linked in the description.